Namaste friends. So today we are back again with a very classic recipe. It's called Dumroot or ash gourd halwa. So basically for this we need ash gourd. So you can see that I've taken a chunk of ash gourd here. So this recipe can be made in any pumpkin of your choice. But then again the texture and the taste will differ as per the pumpkin you're using. So this ash gourd halwa has a specific taste, but if you want to use any other pumpkin and make the same recipe, you can still do it. It will taste amazing. So first I'm going to take a sharp knife and then core it and take out all the pumpkin seeds, which you can use by sun drying it or keeping it in the oven. You really use this pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to cut it into chunks, and then after that I'm going to take the skin out. So this is a very easy method, what I felt personally, to take out the skin, because ash gourd skin is quite thicker, so it's very difficult to take it out otherwise. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take like a small chunks, and then I'm going to take out the skin. This is easy. So as you can see, within a matter of 5 minutes I was able to core the entire quarter of the ash gourd halwa. See, it's done. It's pretty easy, right? So do you see how clean it looks? Well, this is what we'll be using. So another easy trick what I felt was grating the ash gourd directly into the pan with which I'll be cooking. Why? Basically, I'll tell you towards the end. It's a secret, by the way. Anyway, so I started grating here into the pan, and it's not that hard to grate because usually the inside parts will be quite meatier, and as you can see, it's full of liquid. So I finished grating, and here comes the secret. So the liquid, do you see that watery consistency which is leaking out on the sides? This is crucial for this recipe. We don't want to lose that, because the halwa will be cooked in that water. So we are not adding any extra water for this recipe. And this is a secret, by the way, which one of my uncle taught me. Well, I'm going to cook it slowly, and as you can see, it's well cooked. It's been 10 minutes since I'm cooking this ash gourd, and before we add any sweetener to it, we have to ensure that it's perfectly cooked. So you can take a little bit of thing and then crush it between your fingers to see whether it's cooked or not. So I'm confident that my mixture is cooked. So now I'm adding the jaggery, half cup. So half cup of jaggery will make this medium sweet. So if you are someone who really likes your halwas to be quite sweeter, what I would suggest is trying to taste this mixture, because it will taste really good, by the way. And you can add some more sweetness if you desire. You can add some more of coconut sugar or brown sugar or jaggery, some more jaggery, well, as per your choice. So now what I'm going to do is, once I add sweetener to it, you can see that more watery consistency is oozing out. So we have to make sure that our halwa is completely dried. So before that, we'll add some of the spices. So we are going to add half teaspoon of turmeric, which not only provides a beautiful golden hue to this, but also it's high in anti-inflammatory properties. So your halwa will not only taste good, but also it will be healthy. Well, adding half teaspoon of cardamom powder will make sure that it cuts your sugar cravings. So once you eat one bowl of halwa, you'll be really satisfied. So now what I've taken is, I've taken a different pan, and for that I've added 3 tablespoons of ghee or clarified butter. And for this I'm adding my chopped nuts and raisins. So the chopped nuts can be of your choice, but here I've taken cashews, almonds and pistachios, and I've added raisins. You can add any dry fruits of your choice for this recipe. You can really go crazy here. You can add dates, you can add apricots, you can add cranberries, any raisins or any black raisins, any type of raisins. So any dry fruits and nuts are welcome in this recipe. Well, it's almost nicely fried. So now I'm coming back to the pan in which I have been cooking my Dumroot halwa, and I'm adding my sizzling pot of sauteed nuts and raisins. So now I'm going to give it a mix. So again, we have to make sure that I can see a little bit of moisture in this recipe still. So I want to make sure that all the moisture is gone. So because that's what increases the shelf life of this recipe. So usually in India, they used to make this recipe and store it for almost a month and a half. Many people feel there's a lot of therapeutic properties with Dumroot, this recipe, because it's very cooling in nature, but also it is very good in improving memory and concentration. So if you have small kids, or if you yourself need some help with all those things, so make sure you bake a big batch of this and store it in the refrigerator and have a bowl every day. Well, see you tomorrow. Bye.